Today we're going to be doing our Lines on Lines Try It kit in the color High Tide. We're going to be working in the studio today. The beauty of our chroma glaze that you have some working time and are able to clean your walls up good as new and still get to see what it looks like. No. Like, I want to see what it looks like right next to my trim. You can tape up your trim, put your sample up and pull your tape, and then you get to see how pretty they look together. Here we go. Here we go. Our rag, our product, a little stir stick just in case, a little example of the finish, sticker, the tool that we're going to use. This is your application brush. Gloves if you'd like to keep your hands very clean. Magic eraser, which will come in handy on the back end of this. In this little jar, a tremendous amount of coverage. You could get 2 or 3 samples put up at least. Maybe there's a wall that doesn't get any light versus a wall that gets a ton of light. Don't want to leave your sample up for more than like a half an hour. Within that half hour, you can take it off really easily. Here I go. One of the things that I find quite pretty about this particular finish is the movement that you can create with your brush marks. It just adds like a layer of interest. You don't have to feather this one out all the way. Have plenty of color, but not too thick. We don't want any paint running off the wall. We want it to feel tight up against the wall, not too thin where it's going to kind of dry quickly and you're not going to get a dramatic mark. As far as the technique, you want to just try and see what it feels like when you tap it gently on the wall. If you go more aggressively, it'll make a thicker line. You can find your happy medium as you go. I like to kind of almost like lay markers out where I'm making a point to be straight. And then once I get a little bit of confidence in how straight I'm being, I kind of just pounce the wall and I go up and down. Another thing that's going to keep you straight is being in front of your work. That's a huge one. With this finish and a lot of our finishes, more can be more. As you continue to push the finish and add more texture, it gets prettier. But again, to each their own. All right, there we have it. All right. Oh, you pull the tape off the wall and then you get a really nice, what the finish would look like right next to the trim. A little container of water. Leave a good amount of water on my rags. All I do is kind of wipe the wall. Grabbed a couple paper towels to use as my drop cloth. Snag a couple of squares here. Sometimes you'll see brush lines on the edges. It's where product has dried up a teeny tiny bit. The wall cleaner, and just go in and lightly lift off any sort of residual edges that you see. All right, enjoy.